When them at popping, man. They were popping, now we popping. You hear me? It's a problem. Say 5 this 100 men out of going on. We ain't going for with no and I still got the same color. Yo, what's good, gang? YoungBoy back with another one. And today we diving deep into some real street. We're talking about Pooh Shiesty straight up dissing NBA YoungBoy on stream, and how 4KT members responded to this whole situation. This ain't just regular rap beef, shorty. This just might have got real. Before we get into this current drama, let me put you all on game about where Pooh Shiesty really came from, so you'll know he ain't none to be played with. This Memphis rapper ain't just some industry planet. Homie been on that timing since day one. Pooh Shiesty, real name Lantrell Williams, grew up in the Cane Creek Apartments in South Memphis, just 15 minutes from where legends like Young Dolph and Yachty came up. But SHYY's story different. Gang. See, Shy followed in his pop's footsteps, and his father was a known gangster who founded the record label Mob Ties back in 2006. His pops was really in them streets. Got convicted for being an accessory in the murder of a local female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even with the law breathing down his neck, SHYY's father was still hustling from a trap house on Porter Street that looked abandoned, but was really a major operation. One day, Memphis police busted down that spot after months of surveillance. They found measuring cups by the stove, digital scales on the kitchen counter, 5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 cash in SHYY's father's left pocket. That's the environment Shy grew up in. Real street, no fake gangster rap with his pops in and out doing Fed bids. Young Shy was running around as a badass little kid, jumping people and finessing folks. That's how he got the name Shy, because he was always on some scheming type. By high school, Shy had expanded his circle, clicking up with his childhood friend Big 30 from Whitehaven, plus Little Hank, Antwerp, and a few others. Together, they came up with the name Choa Gang, and that stuck. Now, let me tell you all about Big 30, because this YM been locked in with Shy since day one. Big 30 was actually getting tens of millions of streams a month and got signed to a deal way before Shy did. But loyalty runs deep with these Memphis boys. Big 30 got booked 2 weeks before Shy did on felony drug charges in Alabama. Got extradited back to Memphis for another case he was already fighting. Made bond and dropped first day out. That's the type of real one Shy surrounds himself with. But Choa Gang ain't just some rap group. These boys really about that life. Chop Hank got locked up for attempted murder. Allegedly shot up a car and paralyzed someone in a bad case of mistaken identity. Another member caught a murder in 2 attempts. Now, here's where it gets real for Shy. In 2021, while his career was taking off and Back in Blood with Lil Durk was climbing the charts, Shy got caught up in some serious federal charges. The barrage of bullets sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail. Police and prosecutors said Shy was part of a group that ended up in a parking lot shootout in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida. And this happened right across the street from the police department in Town Hall. The case involved Shy allegedly robbing someone in Miami who was trying to sell him some that Loud Pack and some Jordans. They said he stuck 2 shooters on the guy, sent him to the hospital, escaped in a green McLaren, got arrested, bonded, out, and left the state in a private jet. That's some real movie type, but the feds don't play when it comes to interstate crimes and firearms. Shy ended up taking a plea deal and got sentenced to federal prison. During this time, most of the industry forgot about him. Artists he thought was cool with him stopped mentioning his name, stopped posting about him, stopped showing support. But there was one person who never forgot. Lil Durk. This is where the real loyalty comes in and why Shy picking sides the way he is. When Shy got locked up on them federal charges, Durk was damn near the only rapper from the industry consistently checking up on him and sending him money. Every show, every interview, Durk would mention Shy. He kept yelling "Free Pooh Shiesty" when he was on stage, keeping his name alive when everybody else moved on. We got to do this one time for our little broy. One time, right? When I say free, I want y'all to say Shy. Free Shy. For y'all who might not understand the street politics behind this, let me explain. When you're locked up, especially on federal charges, most people in the industry will distance themselves from you. They don't want that association because the feds be watching everything and artists know that showing too much Support for someone facing federal charges can bring unwanted attention to their own operations. But Dirk kept SHYY's name in his mouth, kept him relevant, kept hope alive for his fans. That type of loyalty is rare in this industry where people will drop you the moment you become a liability. So when Shy got out, he wasn't just grateful, he was locked in for life with F and everything Dirk represents. Now, let's get to the main event that got everybody talking. Shy was on Ben the Dawn stream, just chilling, taking pictures with fans, and chopping it up when some real industry drama started bubbling to the surface. During the stream, there was this moment that showed exactly where SHYY's loyalty lies. A female fan walked up to get a picture, and Shy asked who her favorite rapper was. Films with that fire. Bro, I appreciate you. L you talking about? Okay, why you say it like that for? Come on, get your picture, man, before you get beat up. Oh, wait, my fault. Strange. Shorty said she don't mess with Lil. Dirk, basically letting him know she wasn't rocking with his boy. You all should have seen SHYY's face change. Homie went from being cool and laid back to showing real emotion, real anger. That comment hit different because of how tight him and Dirk really are. Shy got so heated he almost crashed out on this girl right there on stream. You could see it in his eyes. That wasn't just some casual fan interaction. This was personal. When that girl said she don't rock with Dake, SHYY's whole energy shifted because he knows what Dirk did for him when he was at his lowest point. But the real moment that showed where SHYY's head is had happened when streamer Rocky called Ben during the stream. Rock Eye trying to be funny or whatever told Shy, "I'm for KT." That's NBA YoungBoy's crew. Now, here's the crazy part. Shy acted like he didn't know what that meant. I'm 4K Trey, who Shy said playing completely dumb. Oh, I'm 4K Trey. Who? Rakai. What the man? You just said you said what? You could on him cause it ain't no but fam. We all know he knew exactly what Rakai was talking about. 4KT is NBA YoungBoy's crew and everybody in the rap game knows what that stands for. Shy playing dumb wasn't about not knowing. It was about not wanting to acknowledge anything. Connected to NBA YoungBoy's camp. That type of disrespect is deeper than just ignoring someone. That's complete dismissal. Now, NBA YoungBoy's Crash Dummies wasn't about to let that slide. One of his 4KT members put out a video exposing Shy for being a YoungBoy fan while he was in prison. They pulled up old footage from a podcast Shy did while locked up where he was asked what music he'd been listening to. NBA YoungBoy, Shy said clear as day. They drop an album every day on the tablet. I listen to that every day. Know what I'm saying? Damn. NBA YoungBoy, then I drop some on the everyday. Damn. On the table. Man, they drop every day on the tablet. This clip went viral quick with 4KT members clowning Shy for acting like he don't know who YoungBoy is when he was literally bumping his music every day in prison. The caption read, I understand. Pooh, you wanted to be NBA, but chose the wrong side on accident. Just imagine you could have been one of them ones. That's some real petty right there. But it shows how deep this beef really goes. It ain't just about music. It's about respect, loyalty, and choosing sides in a war that's been going on for years. Now, let me break down for you why Shy made this choice. Because it goes deeper than just industry politics. When you're as close to Lil Durk as Shy is, you automatically inherit those problems. That's just how the game works. No cap. The Chicago and Louisiana beef between Dirk and YoungBoy goes way back. But it got personal when it started involving people who died in the streets. Post every song, every comment gets analyzed by fans and enemies alike. When you're loyal to one side, you can't be neutral with the other. But for Shy, this ain't just about picking sides randomly. Him and Dirk was tight like family. They would go to each other's hoods, which in the street world means you're really family. That's not something you do with just anybody. When you're comfortable enough to pull up to someone's block, that's real trust and real loyalty. Think about it. In the streets, your hood is everything. That's where you grew up, where your people at, where you learn the game. When you let someone from another city come through your hood and feel comfortable, that's saying, this person is family. This person is trusted. This person got my back no matter what. The real kicker is what happened when Shy was locked up. While most of the industry forgot about him, Dirk was consistently the most supportive person, always yelling free Pooh Shiesty, keeping his name alive, making sure his family was straight. That type of loyalty creates a bond that goes beyond music. But yo, let's keep it 100. This beef is dangerous for everyone involved. NBA YoungBoy got his own loyal crew, and they don't play about disrespect either. When you start throwing shots at YB, you're not just beefing with one person. You're beefing with a whole movement. 4KT got members all over Louisiana, and they ride hard for their leader. YB fans are some of the most loyal and aggressive fans in hip-hop. They will come for anyone who disrespects their favorite artist. And they don't just talk, they take action. Shy probably knows this could affect his career, but he chose loyalty over potential success. The crazy part is Shy, an NBA YoungBoy, probably never had direct problems. But because of the Dirk situation, they're automatically enemies. Sometimes being loyal to one person means you automatically got to have problems with someone else, even if you never had personal issues. With the Memphis connection makes it even more complicated because Shiesty represents a third culture in this mix. Memphis got its own way of moving, its own code of ethics, its own approach to loyalty. But Shy chose to align himself with Chicago through his relationship with Dirk. At the end of the day, SHYY's situation isn't just about choosing sides and rap beef. It's about loyalty, gratitude, and understanding that in this game, your relationships define your enemies as much as your friends. When Dirk held Shy down during his darkest period, that created a bond that goes beyond music. This beef is far from over. And with both sides having real street credibility and loyal fan bases, things could get real interesting real quick. Remember fam, loyalty is everything in this game, but sometimes that loyalty comes with a price. Shy is paying that price right now, and only time will tell if it was worth it. What y'all think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know if you think Shy made the right choice. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more hip-hop drama and street politics. This is your boy signing off. Stay dangerous, gang.